We are live.
It's Raymond, your GS.
Joe, one third of the cyber nerds.
We are live. Sorry,
Why you like this?
Bro, do you know what? Yeah, I feel like we was here like a second ago.
Yeah, we were, but like usually you do that with Sam, man. Like,
But you didn't. Bro, it's just the force, isn't it? It's just the force.
guys, welcome back to another Sith Temple. I'm Raven, your GS,
I'm Joe, one third of the cyber nerds.
and today it's kind of like a special one because we've never done this in Sith Temple before.
Done
like,
what?
Like patron requests, like patron featuring in the Sith Temple, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on with the patrons, but everything's going mad.
I feel like the Patreons are reaching into every show right now, and like
the different levels.
Look, you guys have to just do this, but if you want to do that, just go over to patreon.com/the cyber nerds, sign up, and then you can tell us what to do.
And you know what? It's not just that they tell us what to do. It's actually they come up with really good content for man to run with. Like,
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, I don't want to go into this whole thing and start talking
go
about
ahead.
Patreon, innit?
Go ahead.
But
It's
like,
their show. They're in
the thing is, it's like we come up with ideas, and you know what I'm saying, we run with them. The Patreons come up with wholly different ideas, and I'm like, how do you get? Do you know what I'm saying? It's just mad. It's good to have a fam that you can just plug into.
I was just about to say that.
And you get that good feedback.
That's it. The force is strong with everyone over here. Man. But yeah, so today's question is: has Disney killed Star Wars?
How did we get here?
Now,
How did we
it's.
get here?
I like this question because there's a lot of things been going on in the world, a lot of madness, a lot of things being said. People deleting their Twitter accounts or their Instagram accounts. Like, so let's, as Siths, address this today.
All right, so where
Maybe if we say something, maybe we'll balance the force.
All right, so where do you actually want to start with this? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you want to start with the movies?
Okay, we have to start with the movies because I guess that's where everybody's coming from.
All right, cool. So let me give you my take on Star Wars, like the movie genre, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So obviously we got the original trilogy of movies, one of the best trilogies of all time. Yeah, about 40 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it went to the Dark Ages, all legend stuff, non-canon stuff now. Then the prequels came out. Yeah? Mad hype for the prequels, but they're dead. Like, one generation thinks these movies are terrible. The next generation that grew up with these movies kind of love these movies.
You can't please everyone.
Do you know what I'm saying? But now, we're in the sequel trilogy. Now, so we've had, what, 4 movies? 4 movies since Disney purchased Star Wars. We've had Episode 7. Broke every single box office record ever.
Which makes sense.
And critically rated good. Okay. After that, Rogue One came out.
Sheesh.
The first ever Star Wars story. Your favourite Star Wars movie of all time.
Yep, up to date. Favorite.
One of my top 3 Star Wars movies.
Oh, is it moved to 3 now?
It's bro, I watched Rogue One the other day and I was like,
Oh,
why is this movie like this?
I thought we
No, I tried to talk to you about it the other day. When, in fact, we've got to do another video. We'll do our Star Wars order another day.
Cool.
But, so that's mad. One of my top 3. Box office wise, did very, very well.
Very
And
well.
critically, good, received good critical ratings. Next movie comes after that, The Last Jedi. Also blew the doors off the box office. Yeah? Critically, not rated as high as The Force Awakens, but still has a positive rating. But what happened with The Last Jedi is it like kind of divided the fan base.
Yeah.
So half the fans are like, this is the best Star Wars ever. Half of the fans is, this is the worst Star Wars ever.
Right.
Now, 6 months later after that, Han Solo comes out.
Right.
It's the worst Star Wars movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Box office wise, tanking, and right now it's on par to lose Disney and Star Wars around $30 to $40 million. So, me personally, I feel like the Star Wars movies are in a good place, especially with we're 2 episode movies in. The next movie coming out is Star Wars Episode 9. Now, there's not one of you out there who went to go see The Last Jedi who's not going to go see that movie. Jump in the comment sections at me, get me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
and it's gone back to J.J. Abrams. So I feel like if J.J. Abrams just does the thing as he did with Episode 7, everything's going to be right in the world of Star Wars.
All right. Now, just to back up what you just said to them, in regards to people not going to see it, that because they are going to see it. Celebrations for next year is already sold out as well. So that just shows that everybody's getting it.
The tickets for Star Wars... Okay, so wait. Star Wars Celebration this year has not taken place yet.
Yep.
But within 7 days of next year's event,
Yep.
the tickets going on sale, it's sold out. And that's going to be the biggest Star Wars celebration ever. 5 days in Chicago.
Yeah, man.
And someone tried to tell me that is... I don't know. You talk to them. I'm doing too much right now.
Alright, cool. So that's that. Now, with the whole Solo,
Okay.
right? Yeah, it's not the greatest, it's the worst. To me, it's the worst. But I feel that its numbers are because of what happened with The Last Jedi. So people are letting that affect them going to the movies.
Yeah.
Remember, we went to the movies and it was like about 5 people in there.
Yeah.
Right? Which, regardless if it's a good or bad movie, you as a Star Wars fan,
Opening night.
you are shortchanging yourself because you don't have an opinion. Some people loved it. We didn't. But at the same time, this was a movie that we didn't care. We said it. Guys, you can go back a few episodes back. It's been said here. Right.
I think one of the things that's interesting about it is it's like, I feel like the reason this Han Solo movie hasn't done well is not because it's a good movie or a bad movie. I think it's just because of the character they use. I think Han Solo, one, if you're in the older generation of Star Wars fans, you're not happy with them having a Han Solo who is a new character. Do you know what I'm saying? And then also, if you're in the younger generation like us, we never had an emotional link to Han Solo anyway, so we don't care either.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep. And to add to that, it's still fresh from the actual Solo.
Yeah, I'm saying so.
From the movie.
Yeah, in Episode 7, which is what, 2 years ago, two and a half years ago, Harrison Ford's Han Solo died. Like, that's still fresh in everyone's minds, and now you're trying to say, oh, don't worry, look at this young kid. Like, it didn't make sense to me.
No one cares about this character right now.
Yeah.
He's not. Right now, it's like, you have to wait for something to become a legend, then for you to care. Oh, like, say from 10 years from now. Now you
bring in Han Solo back!
Like,
Hype train.
No, exactly. Even with the new generation coming through, it's like, oh, I heard about Han Solo when I was younger. Now I get to see how it was. You know what I'm saying? So, and obviously us, like, we'll be a lot older then. Like, it's gonna make sense. But right now, it's still too fresh, man. It's just not. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why they did it. But the end of the movie does allude to something continuous instead of just being a solo. Like, it ends here. It feels like there's a lot more coming after that movie.
Yeah, they definitely set it up to be like, there could be a sequel or another movie, another Star Wars side story that could be connected to this in a way where that character of Han Solo could show up. Excuse me. Now, I want to move on past just this whole movie thing. Like, I want to talk about Kathleen Kennedy because obviously, like, she has been getting a lot of the
hate.
Yeah, the hate and the backlash towards where Star Wars is right now for multiple reasons. Some people think that she's got too much of a female agenda going on, like all the heroes have to be female right now. Some people think that she's just not qualified to do the job. And
my god!
Like, there's a whole bunch of guys. You've got the internet. You know the reasons why. If you're watching this video, you already know the reasons why people hate it.
I'm about to shut that down right now. I'm about to shut that down
thing.
right now. Because you that is against this whole, she's got too much female in her. First things first, you have a mother, yeah?
Fam, don't do this.
So how can you trying to shortchange that? Like, doesn't make no sense. Like, so I don't understand that. Like, that to me just doesn't make sense. Like, someone explain to me, like, what is the problem with having role female characters?
Bro,
It's crazy. Makes no sense.
The thing I don't understand about it either is. It's not even like these characters aren't good in it. I'm not even referring to female, woman, whatever. Like these characters are good in it.
Right.
Ray is sick. What's the chick from Rogue One called? I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Felicity Jones's character in Rogue One, sick character, and it's not like we're missing the male characters either. Like everyone's there. Like I don't really understand either. And it's like even if you take Star Wars back to 40 years ago, Princess Leia, she was one of the best characters as well in the movie.
And she was really outspoken. So what is the problem?
Mon Mothma. Like so, I don't understand. Listen, I want to get off this part anyway because you man,
it's mad.
just.
It's mad.
Go stick your head in a bucket, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's 2018, innit? Yeah, we're past these kind of things, innit?
Exactly.
But so, what do you think about just her in general? How do you think that she's handled the whole new era of Star Wars?
First thing I think is important to say that Star Wars, for what it is something very delicate, right? And I've told you this before, but the fans have made the father of Star Wars quit. Right, he quit.
George Lucas.
Right, so for someone who gave us something, gave us Star Wars to quit because of you guys, it just shows how delicate it is. You know what I mean? So obviously you got to think about Kathleen Kennedy's position. Yeah, like you got to make the right moves. Now we've had what 4 movies?
4 movies, yeah.
Right, since they've taken over, we've got one bad one. Like, and that's bad in our opinion. Some people love it.
Some people love it.
You know what I'm saying? So. What is the problem?
I think what I'm going to jump on is, obviously, Kathleen Kennedy, throughout the majority of these movies, there have been behind-the-scenes issues. Like, obviously, with Rogue One, they brought on a new director towards the end of the movie to kind of help Gareth Edwards finish the movie. That director, I can't remember his name, someone put in the comment section below, kind of said that they was really in trouble and he saved the day. Also, Lord and Miller was supposed to. They recorded 80% of the Han Solo movie. Then, there was some issues. They got fired. Then Ron Howard comes in. Josh Trank, the guy who was doing Fantastic Four, was supposed to direct a Boba Fett movie that then got scrapped. That might be coming up now. Now, obviously, people are saying that how can she have such a disconnect with the directors that she's hiring to make these movies, and then she's having to cover up for them or fire them last minute. What is your response to that? Because to me, as a movie fan, it's alarming. And now I know there's always issues on set. Right. On every movie has an issue. Do you know what I'm saying? But to go in and fire directors or hire directors like at the 5th hour, to me, I'm like, what?
Yeah, because
something's not right.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Even George Lucas made a mistake in it. Like it's just out there. To me, is the fact that there is this idea, right? So think about it. They've got this whole timeline, right? It's been said you're going to get the games, the books, the movies, and the series, right? So everything is like they have a timeline. They have a plan, right? Which I'm pretty sure has been carefully put together, right? Now we have this vision, and it's not being executed to that. You bring someone to execute your vision. That's very hard. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's okay for something to go wrong. Like, everybody has issues. Everybody's going to have, challenges. So for you to be like, look, this is not what we have vision. This is not what we want to put out in the world. It's okay for you to realize that, take steps back and try to rectify it. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Now, out of 4 movies, I don't know what the problem is. Like, we're getting more than we ever had. This is the best time you can live as a Star Wars fan, up to date. What is the problem? I don't get it.
I don't even have a rebuttal for that, man. I feel like you just peppered the ticket.
Like, it just makes no sense. Like, these days, and I get it, you got social media, everybody's an expert. If you're an expert, go to the movie then. Go to a Lucasfilm with your script and be like, yo, this is how it's done. Go on. Because I'm pretty sure there's people that have done that have, shown their craft, and they've taken them on board. So if you're, if you can handle it, you go do it, and then you feel the pain.
No, that's mad. All right, so let's talk about. Let's just move on away from the movies. So let's talk about everything else. Let's talk about that real quick in it.
All right, cool.
We're talking about animated, comic books, games.
Right.
Your thoughts on where Disney at with this stuff?
2 for free on that.
2 out. Okay. Go
2
on.
out of 3. Comics and series. And the game is not even that bad. It's a thing here and there, and that's not even Disney. That's more of the company. They didn't handle it properly because they just thought, oh, it's just another game. Forgetting that we have the craziest, not the craziest, I don't want to say crazy, but like the most, what's the word I'm looking for?
Intense
fan base. Most loving fan base. And if something goes wrong, it's riots on the streets. So that's it. Like,
No, do you know what? Yeah, I can't even knock that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm 100% with you. 2 out of 3. Animations are banging, and they've got more good comic books than bad comic books. No, I should have added novels in as well. But
the novels.
I'm gonna throw the novels in with the comic books. Like they've got more good ones. They've got more super sick ones than they've got even like average ones.
And speaking of novels, they're bringing really good characters from novels into the
movies,
world. You know
animations,
they've realised that, like, because you know how it goes with novels. I'm just going to hire someone to write a novel, and it just stays there. They all realise, okay, you've created something good. Let's use it, and the fan base are loving it.
It's mad, guys. Well, that's what we think about. That's our answer to has Disney killed Star Wars? Big resounding no. But we want to know what you think. Jump in the comment section below and let us know. Do you think it is killing that? Do you think Disney is killing Star Wars? Or do you think it's not killing Star Wars? Do you think Kathleen Kennedy should get fired? Or should she not get fired? Should we bring Dave Filoni in to do everything? Let us know in the comment section. Let us know in the comment section below. I'm Joe, one further the Cybernets.
And I'm Rev GS.
And we'll see you on the next episode of Sif Temple.